My name is Saudia Ferouz, and I am an executive manager at the company for 31 years. I was 19 years old when I came here. I was a young girl, completing UG actually. If I remember clearly, some small passion perfumes. Yeah, that was the first I started with. My father-in-law took me under his reins, and he really taught me a lot. Because as you realize, I never worked anywhere before that. So he taught me how to answer the phone, because as a young girl, I would have the sing-song kind of voice. Hello, how can I? And he would say, no, you have to be very firm. You have to say, good day, this is Twins Manufacturing Chemist. How can I help you? Mr. Shaheed Ferouz, the current managing director, he studied at Bradford University in London. He's a pharmaceutical chemist. And after he was done, he came back to Guyana to live and work. So the family business that they had at that time was Twins Pharmacy, a leading pharmacy and drugstore back in those days. So he went straight to work in that business. He was not satisfied with just counting all the tablets and, the monotonous thing of a pharmacist, just sitting counting tablets. And so he would, because of his training at university, I think he did some pharmaceutical manufacturing there. He started to play around with chemicals and raw materials and so on. So he started to make products. And some of the first products he made were the Hygienol, which is a disinfectant, the Essence, which is now branded, the Flavor Made brand of Essence, insecticide. And so he would package them in little, bottles and take them as samples, and people would use them. And people took to it immediately. The products were really good, and they started to place little orders, maybe 6 bottles or whatever. So he started to basically manufacture right there in the drugstore, I would say. And he bought that carrier bike. That carrier bike is a signature thing with the family. They always remember that fondly. So we would say he started from humble beginnings. He basically wanted to go off on his own and start his own thing. And so he started to look for a piece of land to get into manufacturing. He got 1 bay to lease, and he started there. And so that was 50 years ago, in 1971, sometime the first week of April. They started working down here. And then he registered the company as Twins Manufacturing Chemists. So that was the day he went off on his own, and that's how this company was born. So he started with those 4 products, and as the years went by, he increased on the different product lines and different, let's say he was making mixed essence. He went into the other flavors, the disinfectants, the same thing he did. And he expanded the local market. Like I said, the products took really well to the local market. In so doing, he started to look at the export market. So within a few years, he was able to get an order from Trinidad. So our first export market was Trinidad. And Trinidad has stuck with us through all the years. Then we went to Barbados, Antigua, St. Lucia, and the other smaller island Caribbean territories. We then, later on down the year, we went to Canada and the US and England. Some European countries, they like the Essence especially. We're a manufacturing company. And I don't think anyone was prepared for the pandemic. I don't think the health sector, I don't think even the first world countries, I don't think anybody was prepared for the pandemic. We have had to step up. Twins have had to step up. And we were thrown into manufacturing hand sanitizer immediately. We had to get alcohol, so we had the rubbing alcohol for sanitizing. We had the hand sanitizer that we had to make. We had disinfectants that we already had, but that increased drastically. The orders for those increased. So what happened is that we encountered some problems with raw material, because whatever raw material we had, we used it up, and then so we had some waiting time. Customers were actually getting upset with us because we couldn't keep up. Not because of our fault, but we couldn't keep up because we had to wait on alcohol, because alcohol was in demand now.